NBC Montana News starts right now.
Right now, as we come online with our Decision 2025 live broadcast at 10 o'clock, we're tracking preliminary election results streaming in for top races and ballot issues. Up first, the race for Missoula mayor, where incumbent Andrea Davis is seeking her first full term after being elected in 2023 to fill the remainder of late Mayor John Engen's term. She's running against challenger John Knope, and right now, preliminary unofficial results show Andrea grabbing 69% of the vote, with Sean Knope at 31%. NBC Montana's Phil Howard and Bowen West attended tonight's watch parties for Davis and Knope, and they bring us these reports.
I'm here at the Union Club here in Missoula, where Mayor Andrea Davis is hosting her watch party. As you can see, people are pouring in support of Mayor Davis, and I actually just caught up with Davis, who tells me she's most proud of the Riverfront Triangle development in her tenure as mayor for the last 2 years. She also says she's grateful for everyone who elected her the first time.
Landing a deal for the Riverfront Triangle, the city has tried to make that project go for 40 years. And so we have an agreement there where not only will there be that property developed, we'll invest infrastructure, but we are getting millions contributed to our Affordable Housing Trust Fund as a result. It's been the privilege of a lifetime to get to lead the city forward. And we have an enormous amount of challenges, but even more opportunities in front of us.
Reporting in Missoula, Phil Howard, NBC Montana.
I'm here at Sean Knope's election night watch party, where supporters are hoping that his third run for mayor will finally break through. Knope, a longtime Missoula resident, has made property taxes, city spending, and government efficiency central to his campaign. He says Missoula needs to focus on essential services like roads, police, and fire, rather than new downtown projects. Knope also wants to scale back urban renewal districts and speed up building permits, changes he says would help lower housing costs.
I feel something has to be done. Something needs to change. This town is withering away, and the people that are living here that grew up here are not able to live here anymore, and it's just wrong.
Knope is going up against incumbent Mayor Andrea Davis, who won about 2/3 of the vote in the primary election. We're going to keep you updated with what voters decide. Reporting in Missoula, Bowen West, NBC Montana.
All right, thanks, Bowen. And turning back to more preliminary results in Missoula, a ballot question to authorize $1.8 million a year for public roads and bridges and trails in the county. It would cost taxpayers $3.80 per $100,000 in property value. And current unofficial results show it's close here, with 55% voting no to 45% saying yes. In Kalispell, 3 candidates are running for mayor, as current Mayor Mark Johnson decided not to run. Keisa Davison and council members Ryan Hunter and Sid Dowd are vying for the seat. And right now, early numbers show 41% of the vote going to Ryan Hunter. Keisa Davison coming in second right now with 35% of the vote. And again, these are preliminary numbers. Also on the ballot in Flathead County, a jail bond for $105 million for a new facility to house the Sheriff's Department and increased detention center capacity. It would cost taxpayers just over $11 per $100,000 in property value. And right now, 57% of voters are saying yes to this bond. In Bozeman, 3 candidates are running for mayor after current Mayor Terry Cunningham decided not to run. Brendan O'Connor, Bozeman lawyer John Meyer, and Commissioner Douglas Fisher. And these early results now show 61% of the vote going to Douglas Fisher, followed by John Meyer at 26% of the vote. Also on the ballot in Bozeman, a water adequacy initiative that would tie water rights to affordable housing. And if passed, developers could secure cash in lieu of water rights if they commit to making 33% of the units affordable. And these results show 71% are voting against this initiative. More election coverage ahead, but first taking a live look at Kalispell from our Sportsman Ski House weather camera. More waves of moisture are on the way. Meteorologist Mitchell Coombs is standing by live with your forecast. Mitchell.
We're really going to continue to track these. We've seen a few of them so far this week. We're going to see more of those throughout the rest of the work week. And primarily, we're going to be looking at mountain snow and valley rain showers. Most areas are dry for tonight, except for up in northwest Montana, where a few showers will be possible. Overnight lows 29 in Kalispell, 32 for Missoula, Butte, as well as in Bozeman. Mostly cloudy skies are expected across the region. As for tomorrow, those clouds aren't going anywhere anytime soon, but it is going to be a pretty mild day, especially into southwest Montana. 60 in Bozeman, 57 in Butte, 55 Missoula, and 49 in Kalispell. These temperatures around 5 to 15 degrees warmer than what we would normally be this time of the year. As for Kalispell, we are going to be dealing with those showers. Continuing tonight, we're going to see a little warm front lifting north. This is looking around 5 a.m. Primarily valley rain, though a little bit of snow may try to mix into the Yak Valley as well as up towards Eureka. Not expecting much in the way of impact from this. That will clear off, but then as we get into Wednesday afternoon and evening, here comes our next wave of moisture. Snow levels will be pretty high at this point, 6,000 to 7,000 feet. So this will be rain except for our highest peaks. As we go into Thursday morning, snow levels will begin to drop back down to around, say, 5,500 feet. Could start to see at least some light accumulations over places like Lookout, Marias, and Lost Trail passes, but still for our valleys, this will be all off and on rain. That continues through the day on Thursday and into Friday. Friday's when we finally get this down into southwest Montana. Snow levels now falling down to around 4,500 feet, and this is when we could see at least our greatest chance for some travel impacts over our mountain passes as we get into Friday and Saturday morning. As for those temperatures, they will be steadily falling from around that 50-degree mark into the mid and upper 40s. We're going to see that all the way into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This weekend, we will likely see drier conditions. A few showers can't be ruled out. We're up to the lower 50s in Missoula and Hamilton as we get into Sunday. Likely looking at still some isolated showers here and there into the early parts of next week. Temperatures continue to climb. We're looking at mid to upper 50s in Butte and Bozeman for early next week. Laurel?
All right, thanks, Mitchell. And with more rain and snow on the way, now is the time to download the NBC Montana weather app if you haven't already. And then you'll get storm alerts and warnings along with fresh forecast updates. It's free in your app store, and then we'll keep you updated on this wet, snowy weather. Returning to our Decision 2025 municipal election coverage, we told you last week about a controversy in the Dillon mayoral race with a heated hearing in district court over whether current city councilor Raymond Graham, who's running for mayor, should be forced to vacate his seat. At issue is the address for his residence, as some claim he actually lives out of town. So far, the judge has not yet ruled on the matter. Meantime, we are still waiting for results right now in the race for Dillon mayor, and we'll bring those to you as soon as we receive them. In Polson City Commissioner Laura Dever and Philip Marlowe Thielen, who is on the Government Study Review Commission, are running for mayor. And the early results right now show 61% of voters are saying yes to Laura Dever. And in Ronan, City Council member Ryan Quorum and Wendy Davis face off for mayor, a seat currently held by Chris Alder. And the early results right now show 72% of the vote is going to Ryan Quorum, and then Wendy Davis bringing in 28% of the vote. Taking a look now at some school funding measures, the Columbia Falls School District is seeking an $84.8 million bond to improve and upgrade the high school building and campus. It would cost taxpayers just over $72 per $100,000 in property value, and right now results show that voters are saying no to this bond with 69%. Belgrade is seeking a $6.63 million bond to design and construct a new elementary school west of Jackrabbit Lane, and taxpayers would pay just over $14 per $100,000 in property value, and voters are also saying no to this project with 64% voting no. And voters are also deciding on a $5 million bond to design and construct a new gym at the new school. Along with the school bond, it would cost taxpayers over $16 per $100,000 in property value, and 68% say no to this initiative as well. In Park County, a $10.5 million bond is on the ballot to design and construct improvements to Wilsall Elementary School facilities, costing taxpayers over $58 for property valued at 100%. And this bond is passing right now in early results, with 57% of voters saying yes. Find all of these races and many more on our homepage at NBCMontana.com, and we'll be tracking unofficial results through the night. And that's also where you'll find updates on key races from around the country, including California, Proposition 50, where voters approved new congressional district boundaries, delivering a victory for Democrats in the state-by-state redistricting battle. And the New York City mayoral race that's drawing national attention was Zohran Mamdani declared the winner over former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who received an endorsement from President Trump. And NBC Montana Today, it picks up our live coverage first thing tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. with new updates on unofficial results, election headlines, and a fresh forecast for you. So be sure to join Chief Meteorologist Brooke Foster and Jason Hurst starting at 5. And that does it for us at 10 o'clock. Thanks so much for watching NBC Montana, and we leave you with some more municipal races from around the state.